Moving to our coverage of the Russia-Ukraine war, Russian forces claim they have captured another village in eastern Ukraine near the city of Kurakhove. Now this as Moscow continued its steady advance in the Donetsk region. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, its forces liberated a village located close to Pokrovsk, a logistics hub for the Ukrainian army that is threatened by the advance of Russian troops. Separately, the Defense Ministry said that Russia had downed 10 Ukrainian drones overnight over its Belgorod, Voronezh, and Kursk region, which borders Ukraine. Russia launched its Ukraine offensive in February 2022 and currently occupies 18% of the country. Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Saturday that he would attend an international meeting to discuss military support for Ukraine to be held in Germany next week. The military meeting at the U.S. Air Base near Frankfurt is expected to bring together over 50 of Ukraine's allies, including U.S. President Joe Biden. The last meeting in September was also at the same place, was attended by Zelensky, who appealed for additional weapons to repel advancing Russian forces. Ukraine, meanwhile, has upped the pressure on its Western supporters to be given authorization to use donated long-range weapons to strike military targets deep inside Russia. Russian forces have been advancing steadily in eastern Ukraine this year against outmanned and outgunned Ukrainian troops. But Ukraine is not giving up. It is finding new ways to use its thermite-spewing Dragon drones to burn Russian forces. They are now attacking their bunkers and tanks. Our next report tells you more about this new deadly weapon.
The Ukrainian armed forces have been using an age-old battlefield innovation. They are using drones to directly drop thermite on enemy targets. As thermite falls from the drone, it resembles fire coming out from the mouth of a mythical dragon. That is why the drones are dubbed Dragon drones. The first use of these weapons became public back in early September. Primarily used in grenades and artillery shells, among other applications, thermite is a combination of oxidized iron and aluminium that burns at about 2000 degrees Celsius. It can melt through metal, making it highly effective against bunkers, trenches, and even main battle tanks. The compound can be dropped or sprayed in a manner similar to a flamethrower. The combination of the searing heat of the thermite and the maneuverability and speed of a drone makes this a very lethal and versatile weapon. It was first discovered in the 1890s by a German chemist and originally used to weld railway tracks. Its military use was soon discovered. Germans dropped it from Zeppelins over Britain in World War I. Germany and Allies also used it during World War II. The United States used it inside a grenade from the 1960s to 2014. Its production was started again in 2023. At first, the drones were being deployed to burn away the areas where Russians sought cover under the dense growth. Now, Ukraine has expanded its target list. Experts believe Russia is also trying to use similar systems, but to what extent remains unclear. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.